How did I meet my current husband? Several of you have asked, especially if you're over 40, which is when I met my husband. Here's a little bit of a longer, detailed answer, and what I will advise, and what I did, and how I approached it. First and foremost, you want to focus on you. I had the intention that I wanted to meet someone, that I wanted a certain type of man, a certain level of man, a high value man. Why? Because I believed that I was a high value woman. And here's what I mean by that. I am highly educated. I had a great career. I had my own house and my own resources. I wasn't looking for a man to take care of me, but I also wasn't going to take care of a man. So I wanted to date someone, of course, financially at my level or higher. He had to be intelligent. He had to be someone who values himself. And what I mean by that is someone who takes care of themselves. So I take care of myself physically. I do it for me, for my own health, but also spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. First and foremost, I pour into me. And when you're focusing on you and becoming the best version of you, you naturally become more attractive and more magnetic. I wasn't out needy, searching in a lacking mindset. When you are, you will repel men. And I'm going to ask you, and this may be a controversial question. Would you date you? The type of man that you want to attract. Would you date you? Because if you wouldn't date you, and if you don't love yourself, and if you don't value yourself, and if you don't approve of yourself, and if you're not happy with yourself, how do you expect another person to love you and to value you and to be happy with you? Because our partners will just reflect how we feel about ourselves. So first and foremost, set the intention that you want to meet someone, and then second, work on your self-concept. Elevate the beliefs and your self-identity. Become the best version of you in every capacity. That means that you take care of yourself physically, emotionally, psychologically, financially, in every regard. And you're so focused on living your best life because you do have one life and it's finite. Your time on this earth is finite. I'm 50. Don't waste a day wallowing in self-pity and focusing on what you don't have. The more you focus on what you don't have, you will create more of it. Be happy and at peace with yourself and truly love yourself at an energetic level. And when you do, you focus on you. I was out living my life. I was out playing tennis, weightlifting, focusing on my hobbies, going out with my friends, and doing the things I loved. But I did have the intention of meeting someone, and I just put it out in the universe. You naturally will attract a man to the level that you want, and you will entertain that. And anyone else, I made sure I didn't let anyone waste my time. You also have to know your worth. When you believe in a high worth of yourself and you have high standards, you don't entertain nonsense. When you see red flags, you eliminate a man or a person right away. You don't entertain nonsense, especially as you get older. Like I'm 50 now and I'm married and happily married and I have a great husband. But I knew I wasn't going to entertain nonsense. I just don't have time with it. By this age, I'm like, I don't have time for little boys. I mean, I have a 28-year-old son. And I don't have time for little boys. I wanted a masculine man, a provider, and a protector. And I don't believe in this 50-50 bullshit. I don't. I'm from a different generation. And it's not that I couldn't pay or provide for myself. It's romantic. And when a man pays and provides, it's because he values you and he cherishes you. And you are the prize. And my husband would have never let me pay. I asked him once, would you ever let me pay? And he said, no, I would have never let you pay. It's offensive. Offensive to him. He goes, any man that wants you to go 50-50, he goes, it's because they don't have money. And to this date, he doesn't let me pay. He spoils me and he treats me like a queen. Again, not to show off. It's that there are men out there. I wasn't looking for it, but I was living my life and I also had high standards. And I wouldn't settle Like, don't give discounts on yourself and don't let people waste your time. Raise your standards and believe you can attract the type of men that you want. Only you know what is right for you. But don't be out giving scholarships and don't be out supporting men if that's not what you want. Live your best life. First and foremost, I will say this: be okay with being alone in your own company. That also comes with loving yourself and approving of yourself and knowing your worth. And when you do, and when you're focused on you, you naturally magnetize and attract people to you.